Hi everyone!
Hello! How are we? I have a mustachio!
You guys have been asking, waiting.
So a lot of you guys have been asking.
No, but for real though, we have so many DMs, both in my DMs, his DMs, asking about this meal prep, and I'm finally showing you guys everything that goes into it. Helped Mr. Mark Dohner lose how much?
Initially 37 pounds, but I've put on a few pounds since, so I'm at like 30 pounds I've lost.
He's been having a fun summer.
Yeah,
it's okay.
yeah.
It's okay. We're gonna get him back on track, and we're gonna show you everything that goes into his meals, including all the ingredients, all the cook time, and the finished product. So,
Yes.
let's get into it.
Let's cook.
So first I'm gonna preheat the oven to 425 degrees to put all of these veggies in here, and then we're gonna get to cutting. So I cut the zucchini in kind of even pieces so that it cooks evenly, and I'll put them on a baking pan right before I season them. Add a little bit of olive oil, or a lot actually, some garlic powder, Italian seasoning, and salt and pepper. And mix it all up on the baking pan and arrange them in chronological order. No, I'm just kidding. Just arrange them evenly on a baking sheet. To have the sweet potatoes cook evenly, I prick little holes using a fork into each one and then cover them with a little bit of olive oil. So just rub the olive oil all over the sweet potato. And then moving on to the little potatoes, just cut them in even pieces so they cook evenly in the oven. And to these we'll add again olive oil, garlic powder, and salt and pepper. Oh, again with the Italian seasoning. I love this stuff, as you can tell. And paprika. Wow, I just keep going. Mix that all up too. And the best thing about mixing it up in the baking pan is that I don't have to dirty more dishes. So the oven is done preheating, and we're gonna put the potatoes, the zucchini, and the sweet potatoes in there while we work on everything else. Bye-bye. So the zucchini is probably gonna take only about 15-20 minutes. Sweet potatoes take 45 minutes, and I'm gonna leave the potatoes in there for about 45 minutes too, just so they can get really, really nice and soft. I'm gonna boil some water for my rice, and I'm gonna come over here and put some oil in this pot. Adding some salt to the rice. I can't really do it with one hand, so I'm talking to you. The rice is getting nice and toasted. So we got the rice in here cooking. And now we're gonna start on the green beans so that we can fill this stove up with goodies. I add a little bit of olive oil to the pan before I put in my green beans. And then I add salt and pepper, paprika, garlic powder, and water, just so that the green beans don't burn, because I have them at a little bit of a higher heat. And then you slice the mushrooms. Add olive oil again to the pan. This is for the mushrooms, and this is for the broccoli. Add the mushrooms to the pan with the olive oil, and then I add just black pepper. You only need olive oil and black pepper for really good mushrooms. And I cook them at a lower heat to start, and then raise it up to a higher heat so that they can brown. We got a full house on the stove over here. I don't know where the top to this pot is, so we're gonna improvise with a plate so the broccoli can steam. So now for the salmon, I add a pat of butter for flavor and olive oil to brown it. And then you add the salmon in the pan. Make sure it's nice and hot. And I season with black pepper, basil, and thyme. And a spritz of lemon to get fancy up in here. You want to make sure the salmon skin is nice and brown, and then top it off with some capers. Now we got some chicken that's been marinating for about 4 hours in the fridge. I add it to a pan that's on medium-high with some olive oil. If you guys want the marinade to this chicken, it's one of my favorite things. As you can see, I'm dancing. Just let me know in the comments if you guys want me to make a video about how to marinate this chicken. Just flip it occasionally so it doesn't burn, and then slice that up. I really wish you guys could smell it in here because I'm in heaven. It smells so good. I'm just slicing some lemon because I'm fancy and Mark's fancy, and this is for the garnish at the end of the meal prep. You'll see why I did this. Oh, and now for the steak, you want to make sure you season both sides with olive oil and salt and pepper, and let it rest for about 5 minutes before you start grilling it outside of the fridge. And for the burger, I just use a couple drops of Worcestershire sauce and burger spice seasoning on both sides again. So I've made my way up onto Mark's rooftop. This is one of my favorite parts of the meal prep because this is my view when I grill. Here's the grill. I preheated it when I started cooking the chicken, so it would be nice and hot for me for the steak and the burger that I grill for his last meal. I have the grill on kind of a higher heat setting, and I cook each side for 5 minutes. I make sure not to overcook it because once he reheats it throughout the week, I don't want the meat to be too tough, so you want to undercook it just a little bit. So while we wait for those to grill, I figured I can talk to you guys about like the different kinds of meals he eats, how often he eats, and how long he's been doing this. He started eating this meal prep, I think, February of this past year, and between February and May he lost a total of 35 pounds. And he starts his day off with 5 egg whites, 1 whole egg, so 6 eggs total, but 5 egg whites, 1 whole egg, a packet of oatmeal, and some fruit on the side. Sometimes he does a piece of whole grain wheat toast instead of the oatmeal, and a cup of black coffee. And then he starts his meal. He starts meal 2 about like 2.5 hours after his breakfast, and then just spaces the rest out during the day. At first he was hungry, and he kept telling me, he was like, I'm really hungry, like I don't know what to do, like I need more food. But as time went on, he learned to like just space his food out accordingly. Have a protein shake in between if he was getting really hungry, eat healthy snacks like a handful of almonds, a piece of wheat toast and peanut butter. But if you are gonna try this meal prep, I just ask that you stay consistent for at least 2 weeks. Like don't be so hard on yourself, because starting something new is hard for everybody. So if you're on like day 2 or 3 and you're like, I can't do this anymore, I wanna go get fast food, I wanna snack on junk food, just keep consistent for 2 weeks, and I promise it gets better after that, and the results are so worth it. Like you see Mark, you see how much weight he's lost, and you see how good he feels. Like his energy has completely shifted. So just keep going for at least 2 weeks. I'm gonna go check on the steak because I think I'm talking too much. Ooh, did I burn anything? No, that looks good. So like I said, keep consistent. Nothing in life comes easy, especially when it comes to diet and exercise. And I know as we all get closer to summer, it's like the middle of summer now, so he started pretty much at the right time, February, and then like on. Oh, and by the way, if you guys want to see me make anything in particular, just let me know. I know this specific video has gotten so much hype even before I even filmed it. I have so many DMs asking me like, can you please record a video? Please start a YouTube channel. Let me know what you put in the meal prep for Mark. I want to start it. I've gotten people saying them and their wife or them and their husband really want to start this meal prep. So if there's anything you guys want to see me do or see me make, I really don't know where this YouTube channel is going to go. So just let me know, like, what do you want to see me do? Alrighty, I am all done with his meal prep for 5 days. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Mark is all set for 5 days of healthy meals. If you guys have any questions, please leave a comment down below and don't forget to like and subscribe or whatever. Seriously, like and subscribe. I'll appreciate it. And I'll be reading all the comments, so make sure you leave me something sweet or any questions that you might have on this meal prep. And I hope at least one of you guys try this out. And if you do, please let me know. I would love to see and follow you guys throughout your journey. And remember, consistency is key. Bye.